YouTube, don't let the temperatures behind me fool you, because I spent the entire day in the hot 100-degree sun at 3 U-Pull and Pay Aurora, LKQ Aurora, and LKQ Central. 3 junkyards a day, walking everywhere, looking for XC90 parts, and I think I hit the treasure trove today. Check this out. All right, YouTube. Just going to show you this before I show you what's underneath it. I have never, ever seen an XC90 cargo cover in the junkyards. And the first car I walked up to, it hit the yard today, brand new XC90. It was silver with the oak interior. I think it was an 05. Had this sitting in the back seat. It wasn't even attached. I'm like, oh my God, I've never seen one. And I looked at it, it's oak. I've never even seen a black one, gray, whatever, nothing. Ever. I put it on just to make sure it would fit. That car also had 4 Volvo rubber the weatherproof, waterproof floor mats. I have black ones in here that I got out of another car. Those will go on Craigslist. It'll pay more than pay for these parts today. I got the tool kit that is missing. Never had that. This is what I went for. It's got a scratch on it, but it'll work. A 426 silver, intact. Mine has this completely broken off of it. So yep, there it is. That is completely broken off. I actually made a duct tape loop, and it has a good hinge, even though I'm going to replace it because I already bought a replacement one. I got a driver front. They're all the same, but I got a driver pull cord. The one I have is broken. I forget where it's broken. Can't remember. I think this is broken somehow, but I got a new one. I pulled 2 of these out. This came out of the first car, the one with all these other parts. This came out of it, but the top was actually gross because mine is the DVD and it's broken and it's useless. It's heavy. There's no storage underneath the lid. I want a regular one because it doesn't work anymore. So this one had the right unit, but it had a shitty ass top, and then there was another one on the same lot that had this one in a different color, more of a tan. It was a little bit older, I believe. So I don't think I'm going to use that one because I went to junkyard number 3, and lo and behold, look what I found. I didn't get anything at junkyard number 2. There was nothing there. I got both sides intact. Oh, this one is a little bit cracked. Nope, it is intact, just scratched. So I got the passenger sides front seat trim and the driver's side front seat trim. Mine are both completely cracked and broken apart. And lo and behold, that same car, I just grabbed the armrest right off the top of it. So look at that. It's going on. It's going to go up there. I think it's going to be the perfect color. Should work. And lo and behold, this one was cracked. Where's it cracked at? I can't remember where it has a crack. Hopefully I got the right one. This one has a crack in it somewhere. I've seen it. Oh, right there. It's got this long crack going down it. Right there. So I got this unit. It was cheap. I think this was like 20 bucks. This was like 4. All of this stuff, yeah. I'll put one of these. This one's probably going to go on Craigslist completely. Get rid of it. I'll sell that one. Needs a new armrest. Actually, no, that's the one I'm going to use. And they were getting rid of it. Oh, the other thing I got. Never seen one of these before. The entire under tray. I had found once before a black one that's half. It's only half of the full tray. It doesn't have this back little wing, so it's essentially just this front part right there. But this is the real one that says cross country. Found this in oak. It was in the same car that had this. And it fits, and it's flexible right here in the middle, so you can lift this up and it will lift with it. It is the right one. Oh my gosh, it's starting to rain behind me. So nice. I'm gonna clean this stuff up and get it in here. Look at that. I have a cargo cover. I've never seen one of these. So we can put the 3rd row of seats down. The car that it came out of did not have a 3rd row of seats. So maybe that's the secret. Maybe it's just the 2-row seat cars that just have this as a cargo bay. So the seats are folded down right now. This is sitting on top of it flat. I got a tray. Gonna clean all this up. Oh my God, what a day. Oh my God, do we need that moisture. From 100-degree heat and sunburn and heat and just absolutely being freaking miserable to that. Yeah, baby, rain. Rain, rain, rain. All right, look at some prices up here. I pulled out my receipts. Here's what we got. This was LKQ. I went to both LKQ. Aurora, I didn't buy anything, just a $3 entry fee, but I used my entry fee to go to the Denver main store. That taillight was $29, 30 bucks, and the armrest cover was $8.76. The two moldings were $5 a piece for either side of that seat, and they are intact, so that's $10. Piece of cake. The main purchase at U Pull and Pay over in Aurora. I got the door pull cable, I think is what that is, for $13. That's more than I thought it was. The console lid was $9. The first console was $18.25. The toolkit was $1.29. The cargo cover was $17. My God, that's cheap. The 5 floor mats, including the one in the back, they just charged me as 5 of them. They're $2.75 a piece, $14. The gas cap door was $12.25. And then I went back in and I got the other console out of a different car because I had so much stuff I couldn't carry it. And that console was another $18. What a day! I'm gonna skip watering the garden Friday. It is absolutely pouring. Well, isn't that a plot twist? The bottom part of my center console with the DVD, these things are wicked heavy. There's no storage in the top. They fall like that. The DVD player breaks. It doesn't work anymore. Screw it. It's useless. It's just heavy and cumbersome. So the console is the tan. The top is the lighter color. So isn't that ironic that I bought this one for $9 thinking it was going to be the one I'd replace onto here out of this one, and this is going to be the one I keep because it's the same color as the leather seats. So it's kind of funny. I'll have a good one to sell that's totally that color. How ironic. Or actually it'll be on a tan base, but these are really simple. I'll show you how they come apart back here. This light colored one came off of that darker tan. I'm going to put it onto the lighter tan because I believe this is what matches my car on the inside. But then I have all these DVD CDs holders. And I don't know what this is for. Coin holder maybe? I've never seen anything that goes in there. Maybe it's where you put your chapstick. Anyway, so right here, you flip this up and you have, and see, just so you know, you have 2 levels. It's got this, this goes up with it and then it sits into the back level and it makes a little tray right there for the back seat. So these are just 2 little T25s. They come off and this entire thing just goes sliding right off. It's super easy. It just slides out of that little pocket right there. Nice and easy. How easy this is. I just removed the 2 T25 Torx and I could probably do this with one hand. It just slides right out. So there's the bad one. Done. I'll put that. I think that is going to match the colors of the inside of my car. I just need to go in the house and clean it up. This is so easy. I am so excited. Now the back of mine is supposed to have an dark oak colored cup holder and a dark oak colored ashtray. This car had this weird cheapy silver. Remember remember this car did not have the 3rd row of seats. So I think it was just a base model. But I have one of these. I got out of a different car at the junkyard. It's sitting around here somewhere. I just got to find it. Might be up here on the bench. I think it's in one of my buckets. But I already have that set. So I'm going to pull these out and replace them with a really good, not even this one. This one's a piece of junk. But I have a good set of these 2 pieces. It came with the 12 volt. Both of them did. How ironic is that? So how you get these out of the car is you reach down here and you see the wings open up like that. Right there. It just slides right off. It just locks in and then the power is delivered through these 4 little spring prongs. And this one's the same way. This one was actually kind of gummy. Doesn't want to go back. The irony of what makes this a little bit more difficult is I got to figure out how to get the DVD unit. Well, here's my ashtray and there's my cup holder. Look at that. Bam. There they are. They're perfect. So this one does not have it because it's the DVD unit. It's not meant to be replaced or pulled apart because it's connected. So you have to get in here somehow, and right in there, I got to put these seats forward. It's either a bolt, a Torx, or you pry it out with a screwdriver, but it does not have a mechanism to be able to get these to flare because, hey, Hot Mamacita's been gone all week, so she's not as suspicious. She'll be happy when she sees all the cool stuff I got, I'm sure. It was only like 125 bucks with all the purchases, 140, something like that. And then when I sell all that stuff, let me know. See anything there that you want on Craigslist? Hit me up. But before you do it, jump down and hit subscribe. It's right down there. Come on. Hit subscribe, then buy this crap. That's what I need. More money. All right, show enough. Push these seats forward, and it's just 2 T25 bolts on either side. One on either side. So 2 of them in total. Oh my gosh, is that how easy this is? Did that just flex? How does that come off? Come on, come on. Oh my God, that's it? That's all it is? And now you are flexible. All right, I'll try the other side off camera. I think I'm gonna have this thing out. I just gotta figure out how it disconnects in there. Oh God, there's more dirt. Every time I get in this car to do something, there's dirt. This car was not well taken care of. I'd like to know where the air freshener is in here. It smells kind of fruity. I have never found it. All right, well that's interesting because all I did was reach in here because this little panel, as soon as I pulled that screw out, this little panel popped off. I stuck my fingers on there and pried the other side at the same time, and that slid away. So I do see something that's different, and I'll have to go back to the junkyards, but it's readily available on every car that doesn't have a DVD. There is a plastic insert with carpet that goes here. So the purpose of this, if I have it straight, Volvo people correct me if I got this wrong, was in regular XC90s, no DVD players in the back headrest, which is just dumb by today's standards. You could remove that, and then you'd have easier access to get through here if you had children's seats in the back seat. So you could step through, climb through a lot easier from the front seat while you're on the road. That's how it was meant to work. So there's my DVD disconnects. There's 2 of them though. That's interesting. So yeah, we'll figure this out. It was super easy. This blue one, which is probably, excuse me, all the DVD controls going to the whole DVD control system. That was super easy. It's just reaching there, and on the bottom, I think it was like that. I found a little finger push, came out way easy, and this was just a normal, just right there, normal Volvo kind of a clip. Just pushed down and it slid right out. What's interesting is this was no longer in its bracket, so someone's been in here before me, so maybe this is a replacement unit. Who knows? I don't know. But it's out! I just gotta go back. I'll probably go back to the junkyard tomorrow and get that plastic piece that pops down in here and sits and just has a little bit of carpet right there to give this a finished look underneath the regular console. I'll do that tomorrow. Hopefully the other one will slide in here even though it's like this. I just got to clean stuff up. So I found my nice dark oak ones that I had pulled out of another car. They still need to be cleaned up. But I couldn't remember how this slides out. This is easy. You just push it down, this little spring on the bottom. You just push it further down and it'll pop right out. This one, however, has a catch. So as you pull it out, see if I can show you this with one hand. It's stuck right there. It won't come out any further. If you look on the bottom, there is this little tab cut into the bottom, and that is catching these 3 little prongs right there. So if I reach in here with a little screwdriver and pry that up, that should pop right off. Let's see if it works. All right, YouTube. Well, lifting up on this little tab didn't work because you can see it sticks down in there quite a ways. So what I actually did was I pulled out 4 more T25s that hold this base on. I have no idea what's holding the base on back here at the back because it is still stuck. But with those 4 off, I was able to lift it just like that, and that piece slid right out. Should be good to go. I just gotta get the other ones cleaned up and slid in there. And it's scorching hot out here again. Oh, that's still dirty right there. Oh, no, it's a little rubber pad. That's why it's holding some lint or something. Little Costco dish soap and a sponge, and it is all good. I got the back together. That'll work. I'm digging it. This went really nice and easy, cleaned up. I can't believe it still has a 12-volt cover. That's awesome. And it's a real ashtray, so it must be a European thing because they didn't come with cigarette lighters, even though that is one. But does anybody smoke in cars anymore? Let me see, the only ashtray in the car is for the back seat. It's kind of weird. Oh my God, YouTube, that worked. Piece of cake. And it is so easy. You just reach down here, grab this little lever. Those wings go out and it slides right off. It is so simple. 4 little connectors for the electricity are right there. They go on these little push pins. They connect down there. Super easy. I just need to go back and get that little carpet plastic hard cover that goes underneath it. Just tightens this up. You don't even have to pull it up to get it in. You just look at that. Just push it. Bam! Done! That looks great. But what are the chances that when I start this thing up, the car's going to say, "There's no DVD player! You can't operate!" Who knows? Only one way to find out. She's running. Just a tailgate open. No other messages. One message, tailgate open. Yep. I kind of like the way it looks. Cleaned up nice. It's missing some threads right along this little section here about the width of my thumb. Right there. Missing some threads. Who cares? It's got this. Goes back to a tray. Goes back to a flat table. And I got all my DVD storage. I'm loving it. Oh, speaking of which, I need to go get Black Sabbath's greatest hits. What else do I have over there? It's in this other one that's going to be sold off. I'm going to sell off both of them. What's in here? Oh yeah, the car has. It does have a DVD changer. We have Slide and the Family Stone, different strokes by different folks. Beach Boys greatest hits. Oh yeah, Ragnar's got the Black Sabbath. I got quite the collection. Everybody's been dying lately. Ozzy, Sly, Brian Wilson. Damn it. All right, well, just realized that this one doesn't latch. It's supposed to have a little pull tab right there with a tooth, a little grabber like my finger's shaped, like that. Goes in there and then you pull on that lever and it goes like this and releases. And I just realized that this black plate right here is supposed to have a back piece that goes across there for those teeth to go under. So, I think I got a spare set. Let's go pull it off the other one. Now, I am really happy that I bought both of these, even though I'm only going to use one. So, this is what it looks like. There are two Torx T25s right there. Cut them off nice and easy, and it's just attached, and it's on here with another couple Torx. I'm just going to do the two Torx, take the black plate, do the same thing on the other one, put it back in. I'm not going to mess with the wires, just do the plate. Real quick changeover, and there we have it. It's got the lip right now, so when this comes down, see if it'll lock. Click. Won't lift up. I can lift the whole thing, and you pull on that, and now it's clear. Yay! You can just see, it was just broken right there. All right, for now, just filled these with water, rinsed them off. I'm gonna let them soak. It's nice because they're weather mats. They hold water. These little waffles, especially that one. That is disgusting, and the bottom's just as gross. Don't know what that's all about, but we're gonna let these soak. And while we're doing that, see if we can go in here and dig out a tail light. Replace this one with this good one. Into that tail light. There's my third row seats. They're just kind of folded down, laying on top, and pushed back underneath. Got to get this cover off. It's super easy. You just pull that off. Pull it out. There's a little pull tab. Lift out the corner wedge. Pull out this wedge. Look at this. See, you people ask for some action shots. I'm not even using a GoPro. And then right in here, this weirdo bolt right there. It's like a really long shaft. I think it's an 11 millimeter. And there is another one. I'm just not sure where it's at. It's up here. All right, so one right there. That's the lower one. You can see it right there in the middle of the picture. And there's another one up there. That's the head of it right there sticking out. Piece of cake. Undo those two and you can get to the back. There's one of those weird little 11 millimeter long shaft nuts. I don't know what to call them. It's kind of a weird way of doing it, but that's what they did. Once those are both out, this is free to pop out. Just got to do it with both hands. There's like a little nub that holds it in. So got to grab it with both fingers and pull it lightly. All right, see that? There's a little ball nub right there that goes in these two little rubber grommet holes and just pushes in, creates some pressure. These are the two studs that those long shaft nuts hook onto, and they're only threaded down here at the end. So it's kind of weird. It's just a big, long 11 millimeter shaft goes on there all the way through. Just got to pull these off. All I bought was just the plastic part. I cut out all the wires. I didn't need it. Yeah, it was only 29 bucks. That seemed awful cheap for what these are usually like 40 bucks. So maybe since it was just the cover, it was 30. I don't know, but I'm just going to undo the bulbs. I got one. I believe there's one zip tie right here that holds it all into place. So I just got to get a zip tie set up on that one. And I'm going to vacuum all this out because there's more dirt. Every time I open something up, there's more dirt. And presto, it's in. It's easy. Not cracked. I got two working, totally good lights. I'm stoked. Again, this was just a cover because I already had the guts. And mine just had a vertical crack right here. It's going in the garbage. It's done. I'm still in disbelief that I found this. Perfectly working, cleaned up, nice, just a little bit of super clean purple and a bucket of water and a dish rag. And this cleaned up. This handle was all black. It is now regular oak color. This is so nice. I actually stuck the little covers that go right there where the little thing goes. I stuck them in there. That's their spot for now. Unreal. I have never ever seen one of these in the junkyard, and I've been looking. Are you kidding me? I wasn't even sure these existed. Actual Volvo cross country. Actually, I don't know if this is an actual Volvo one or if it's just stamped cross country. Who knows? It says cross country. Rolled up a little bit there, but it works perfect. You can actually fold this one. Look at that. It folds. It is perfect. The other one I had is basically just to here. It doesn't work. Doesn't fit the corners. This all cleaned up. I've never even seen one of these. Black, gray, any color. Never seen one. The mat's cleaned up pretty damn good with just some purple. They're still greasy. The fact that these weren't ruined, usually within a day or two at the junkyard, these get thrown in a wheelbarrow and to keep the grease off of a part, and then they're just thrown away. They never make it out of the junkyard. I mean, I'm absolutely amazed. Ooh, I scraped it with a screwdriver and it left some marks. It had some like glued on ketchup or something, but I'm not really worried about it. These are perfect. I will blast them when I get them when I take the car to the car wash next time. To get into these corners really good, I'll just blast it with the high pressure magic wand. But all I have in there now are black ones. That black tray, aftermarket, it's going on the internet. That's going on Craigslist. I do have some Volvo ones in here, but they are black. And I even have the one that goes in the back. It is black. I'm going to keep that until I find another one that's in tan. Again, never seen one. So I got the 4 black Volvos in there now. They're going away. Oak ones are going in. It's all going to match. Look for the others on Craigslist. There they are, YouTube. Set of black, real Volvo, weather guard, rubber mats. That black one's going to go in there as one big set. I do have the black one that goes behind for the third row seat, but check this out. They're not even spotless yet, and they look so much better, and they're just being the right color. Unreal. So simple. That one's still a bit greasy in the corners, really dirty over there. They just look so much better. The right color. Still gotta find some seats. I do have these panels, but I'm probably gonna wait to put those on until I find the right seats. You know, it's kind of funny though. I did see one of these on, I think it was Bring a Trailer, an old auction, and it had chestnut interior. Oh my God. If I found one chestnut interior at the Copart, might be tempted to buy that just for the interior and swap it out. Because find a really good interior wrecked one and get the chestnut. Oh man, that stuff is nice. It's like the fancy V70R stuff or an Ocean Race. Although it'd be hard to keep clean. But look at that. That looks so good. All right, let's see if we can get that door cable in. I think that's the last of our junkyard treasures for today. All right, I pulled this out real fast. These are super easy. It's just a little clip. It slides into its spot there. You have to get this into the latch over by the where it locks it shut. That's the part that's actually pulling. This goes in its little thing. It's got 2 little teeth. You can see that little razor on the top. One on the bottom. I just use this little tiny screwdriver to get in there and pry them off. But this is what I did. I totally forgot how I broke it. It was right there, and I think I pulled on it to pull it out, and I grabbed it here, and it snapped. Didn't even realize it. And then we were driving somewhere. I think we went to Steamboat, and my wife couldn't get out of the car. So I had to get her out by the outside, and then when we got home, I got it to reattach, and it had worked since. But it was on death's door, shall we say. So got this one. Kind of funny because the OEM came with foam. This one has a rubber. So yeah, we'll put this on there. It's the exact same. I think all 4 doors of these are the exact same pull cable. They just get warped to their shape. So I grabbed one from a driver door. We'll put it in. All right, I got it on there. I'm going to try to show you where it's at. So right back, see if I can find it. See the little L shape right there? There's a big, it's on the, let's see, how can I point to this? I'm going to move the light. The light is now touching it right there, tip of the light. So I move away, you can see the L shape going into a little lever. And then that bracket sits right there. It clicks into a little metal bracket and sits in place. So now when you pull this, there's a little puller. When you pull this, let's see if I can pull this back and show you. Will it light up in there? Let's see if we see anything move. You see it moving there? Yeah, there it is. It's pulling that little thing. When I pull, I'm pulling on the little grommet at the other end, and it's lifting out the lock. That's all it does. I had to break some rubber seal, this old foamy rubber seal, but my experience with this stuff is you get it back and the car gets so freaking hot, it'll rebond. So just get it back in place. Piece of cake. This goes down in, where's that go? It goes right here. So this little foam slides into that spot. Don't know why, but apparently it does, probably for road noise. And just like that, it's back into place. The little grommet slides on the little plastic little male part here. It just slides over as the female part. This is angled, perfectly shaped because it's been used on this car. Ready to go in the back side of the lever. And it just has to spin, just like that. Spins like that, pops in, and then when the lever just automatically grabs it when it swings. Piece of cake, 3 clips, one up here for the little wing cover speaker. That's it. They just push pin back in. Nice and easy. These cars are weird because they have these like little push poppers. Makes me really nervous every time I pop it off instead of having a little pin that comes out, but it works. I'm just sitting here contemplating my life choices. I connected that side of the cable. I did all the electrical cables. I got all the push poppers back together. My door lock's working. And then it hit me. Right after I tightened up these 2 T25 torque bolts and had everything back together except for the wing window. There's nothing hooked to the end of this. I didn't connect it. Kind of defeats the purpose, people. Learn from my mistakes. I'm sitting here questioning my life choices. It's freaking hot. All right, YouTube, you're with me looking down in here. Here's our cable. It's perfectly attached with that side, but this side was just sitting here waiting to go in. It sits and pops right here where my finger's at. It's got an upper and a lower clipper. And then right here, where's it at? Right there's the metal part, right where my finger's at. And when I pull the lever on the inside, do you see it flip? Do you see that? It pulls it. Pulls it to the front. So it just clips in place and that little swinging thing grabs this nub. I'm not going to be able to show you how I do it without 2 hands. So yeah, you just have to trust me. I'm going to put it together right this time and the door hopefully works and I don't break this again. All right, YouTube, if I'm not mistaken, that was the last of our junkyard treasures today. And let's give it a proof of test. Your first pull live. Oh my God, it worked. I don't have to worry about my wife getting stuck again. Really angry with me in a car with sketchy AC at the moment. So, yeah. Perfecto. Yeah, let's do, I know what you're thinking. I'm tired. It's been hot. It's been hot today except for that little 10-15 minutes of rain. That felt amazing, but it's been wicked hot in the garage. I'm really happy with what I found today. I feel like today was like winning the XC90 Powerball. I've never seen those parts in the junkyard before, and I've been looking since we got this car back in April. So that's pretty happy. Made me pretty happy. But I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, hey, I thought you were going to fix the oil leaks next. And that didn't quite happen. It was going to start today. Today was going to be the day. But something else came up with Ragnar parked right back there in the driveway. Yep. I took it in for a new high pressure AC line to be installed. And then ever since it came back, it just didn't seem to have the same kick. Or actually it did at first. And then like the last week, every time I drive it and get on the turbo, I could hear air pressure. Shh, that air sound. And then it never quite got up to like 10. It used to be like 8 to 12 normally. And it never was really doing it. And then the other day, a lot of air noise and 5 PSI. No check engine lights. Let me show you what I found. Yep, you're looking right at it. That's my charge air pipe coming over the engine from the turbo to get to the intercooler, and then it goes to a silicone hose right there. A black silicone hose. I don't think they got it quite aligned just right. It's a little twisted. And then they cut it. So it got a little over tight, it looks like, and something, the little side of the band cut the hose and it's just started ripping and it's blowing air everywhere. How it didn't throw a check engine light, I have no idea, because the mass airflow sensor is up above the turbo. Maybe it's doing mass air pressure on its way into the throttle body coming back from the intercooler. I have no idea how it's running, but I didn't trust it and I parked it. So there's a new one coming. It's going to be the blue hose, blue silicone will go on there. So I guess it's a little bit of an upgrade. I'm going to do it myself. And that was done by the Volvo Pros. I'm a little bit disappointed, but I'm going to get my blue hose on there. So saves me time when I did have to get it ordered. But this car got parked. I didn't trust it. I started driving the XC90 instead of pulling it apart. So, yep, this gets set off till another adventure. Coming soon. I got lots of parts over here. Where are they at? Oh, they're underneath all of the stuff going on Craigslist. Yep, you have to trust me. I got all the stuff. All the stuff's ordered. Trying to fix some oil leaks. All right, YouTube, that's a wrap. And remember, if I can do it, you can do it. Just takes a little bit of patience. Checking out the cars at the U Pull and Pay lots, the LKQ pickle part, whatever they're called. And just waiting for the right one to hit and going over there and see what they got. Take it off of theirs first. If it breaks, you leave it. And if you get it off successfully, at least you broke it, you at least learned how it's supposed to come off. Come home and do it with yours carefully when you find a better one. That's easy, super easy. You just gotta find the right car and the right parts at the right time. Be safe. This was a fun day. I felt like I won the XC90 Powerball for 140 bucks, whatever it was. Piece of cake. All right, YouTube, back at the yards to see what kind of plate they had. I went to the other LKQ pick apart Denver Central, and they had one of these in the right color, I believe, but it was just plastic. This car has the upgraded carpet, so that's what's going in mine. I was hoping I'd get the right color for the top of a console, but this one's ripped apart already. It would have been the right color, but it's not here. But I did pull the plate off of it so I can fix that other one and get it sold as a good unit. All right, so first junkyard this morning, LKQ Central had a vinyl one, just plastic. It's the right color, but I did know that these cars came with a carpeted version of this, so it's probably on the upgrade cars, the premium cars, which the V8 is definitely a premium car. So carpet is going in. I just vacuumed it, cleaned up all right. We're gonna when I get this thing all put back together, sorted out, we're gonna get the carpets shampooed and get this thing really clean. So this will get cleaned eventually. It goes back in. And voila, it just pops right back in. It's super easy, super simple, and it's just as dirty as my carpet, so it works out perfect. What's really bugging me though is that is not the right color. It looked okay in here in the dark garage, but last night with the artificial lights on, this came from a 2007, and it is definitely more off-white than the oak tan of the other. So they are just a little bit different. And put them right next to each other, you can see it. Sort of, but it is clearly different. You can see it in the nighttime, you can see it in the bright sunlight. So I cut a swath of the old DVD one, and as soon as I find one in the junkyard, unfortunately today both cars that had this color interior had broken lids, so unfortunately that didn't work. The other thing I forgot to do last night is I never fixed my floppy door with my duct tape lock, which works just fine. It'd work a lot better if I had a working spring. So we're gonna pop this one off. There's just 4 little divots here that you pop. They're just pop rivets. You just push the little pin into the body of the car. Falls down inside the door somewhere. Who knows? And I have this Pro Parts Sweden rebuild kit and a new door. Actually, there you go. Here we go. You can see these. So there's just a little push pin that goes through here. And this one actually has a good lock. I wish I just had the little plastic pins. You can see them, they stick up. They're right there. I wonder if you can just get the pens. We'll see. Hey, voila! You can just see those little rivet heads that it just pushes back into, the little rubber mounts. You just yank it out, and this one's broken so we can see it. So you can see on the spring is supposed to have 2 little nubs. Let's see if I can swing it out here. It's supposed to have 2 little nubs that it is pried underneath, and those 2 nubs break off, and then your door no longer has any spring to it. Won't stay closed, won't stay open, it just flops around. So now I just gotta pull the spring out, and just once the spring's out of the way, I think I can just, actually the spring isn't even doing it, I can just pop this from underneath, put it in about this angle, and push it that way. Actually, YouTube, you know what I'm gonna do? This one's perfect. This is still sprung. It's still got the clips right there. It's perfect. Here's the Pro Parts Sweden. I could replace it, but why mess with it? Because that isn't easy to get off without breaking it. So I'm just going to leave that one on because it's working, and I'm going to actually remove from the Pro Parts Sweden kit. I'm going to remove the 4 pins, the little male parts that ram in there. I'm just going to pull them with a pair of pliers, and we're going to reinsert them on here and see if that will work. That's a lot easier. That was super simple. They just pulled out with the little pliers. There's little round plastic cylinders, so I'm going to shove them in these holes. We'll push it into its place and get it on there. Easy. All right, YouTube, they are in. Little pins are set. 1, 2. This one was hard. It wouldn't go in. I had to kind of trim it with a knife. Just a little bit too big, and I actually kind of twirled the knife on the opening to kind of give it a taper. It finally popped into place. So let's hope I can get these on here. I did notice I washed the this area with a gas cap, and these are the little rubber grommets. They just pull right off. They actually, they're just barely, they're not even attached. They're just sitting on there. So I'm going to put them on to this side. Put them on the back. Are they already on there? They are not. So I'm going to put them on there. I'll push them onto the back side and we'll get this on. All right. Just realized this is getting complicated. They're already on there. This has a double set. There's rubber things right there. And the one that came off the car left its rubber. The rubber things are not there. So they go on to that. You see the little divots where the donut is there? Where this can sit down inside of it. So they would pop on there like that. And then they get squished down in. On this one, they're already there. They're sitting right there. There's a donut ring around each one. I had a double on there and I couldn't even get it to press far enough to get it to push on. Whew! Thought this was going to be easy. Not so easy. I need 5 hands. Maybe I should have watched the YouTube video first, because once I pulled the extra double grommeting off, these just pop into those bare metal holes and it sits. Now I just got to pop the pens. That's way easier. I only need my dos manos. So I initially just used the little punch and poked it in there, but I didn't want to push it all the way through because that's what I used to get it out, with a little just tapping it with the hammer. So what I used is a little 1/4 inch drive extension and just stuck it on there because it's blunt enough it won't push it all the way through. It worked. It is good to go. All right, YouTube, I think that's going to wrap up the Junkyard Treasures Scavenger Hunt XC90 parts. That's pretty good 2 days. So I just need to find that armrest in the proper color. I got a swatch cut off of it so I can take it with me next time. I can make sure live on the spot I'm getting the right one. And then sell the other 2. Be safe. If I can do it, you can do it.